Hi everybody, I'm doing this video on blushing today to respond to a question from a viewer. So blushing is that social awkwardness, redness of the face, feeling uncomfortable in a social situation and feeling shame or even guilt, not knowing why or understanding why. So it can be a difficult emotional experience and leads people to cope in ways that they avoid situations where they blush. It could be meeting somebody new, speaking in public, feeling exposed. My understanding of blushing is that it's very much linked to shame. And if you want to know more about shame, check out Brené Brown. She has a new podcast called Unlocked, and she's an expert researcher, psychologist on the whole area of shame. And I've learned a lot from her about emotional intelligence, which we need to develop if we're to understand our triggers, for example, blushing. So shame is that feeling that I am bad, whereas guilt is the feeling that I did something bad. So I think blushing is more linked to shame. So basically, linked to that then is the idea that it's an experience that I don't want to feel. So I'm in an uncomfortable situation, and blushing is the physical reaction to that uncomfort. I don't know why I'm blushing, or maybe I do, and I feel awkward and I don't want to blush further. So how can I stop blushing? Well, I think you have to do a number of things. Herbs can help, especially cooling herbs. But before we get to the herbs, you need to go on a personal development journey. You need to keep a journal and record how you feel in different situations, and get to the root of what might be. What are you trying to avoid feeling? In some way, shame is an avoidance of feeling. It's not really a feeling itself. It could be avoidance of hurt, avoidance of being isolated, disconnected, being rejected. Could be linked with a fear of rejection or abandonment. So we don't feel those deeper painful feelings, so we feel shame, which is like a coverall, and then on top of that is blushing. So to get to the root of blushing, we need to dig deep beyond shame and into the psychological, emotional archaeology of ourselves as to what might be lying beneath our blushing. It's an uncomfortableness with self, so it's really a journey of self-acceptance, getting to know oneself and understanding what is it that you need and what is it that you want, and not being afraid of experiencing blushing, because then you can go through it and come out the other side, and it'll gradually lessen the intensity. So this is called exposure therapy, where you try to go through it and expose yourself to situations and take risks, and those risks can lead to excitement and other feelings of adrenaline, and can be, a new encounter with yourself that you're not. You don't have to be locked into the blushing prison or cell or chains that entrap you in that sense of self. So meditation and mindfulness will help you deepen your sense of self, and deepen your relationship with yourself. And we really need to be tender and caring with ourselves and loving. So not to shame ourselves, not to eliminate any feelings. Allow ourselves to feel whatever is there. So herbs then that help will be cooling herbs. For example, vervain is a nice cooling herb. Oat straw, skullcap, valerian. These are the herbs that work in the nervous system. So any herbs that work in the nervous system, relax the nervous system, are cooling as well. And ashwagandha as well is an adaptogen, helps the body readapt after a period of stress. Black cohosh also, and that's probably the herbs I would recommend. So cooling herbs to help you relax and calm, and the real journey is your journey into self-acceptance. Herbs will help in that journey. As I said, to summarize, journaling, personal journey, reflection, keeping a journal, said that already twice, and meditation, yoga, mindfulness, anything that helps you relax. So there's no quick solution, but there is a cure, and the cure is within you. Wish you well. Take care.